Hello and welcome back to the Cronecast at the Rising Moon. My name is Elaine and on this channel I do the Spirit Guide Monthly live every last Friday of the month. I hope you're able to join me. I also do astrological readings in love and in career by the sign by the month. Please look for those. I also do this, pick a card readings, divine messages. This is a timeless reading. What is coming up next for you in love? What is coming up for you in love? It just felt like the time to do a love reading. I have 4 piles and a pick a card. I'm going to take a moment, see which one calls out to you. I ask that you do not pick my piles by, I always pick 1, 2, 3, or 4. Stop, close your eyes, take a deep breath and let it out. Open your eyes, see which one kind of stands out to you. That is the message you are most meant to receive. Be aware this is not a reading that is likely to call to you in more than 1 pile. So it is likely going to be a 1 pile situation. Of course, unfortunately, I can't guarantee that I have a message for everybody, but hopefully I have a message for you. So stop, concentrate. I will see you at the time of your reading. Welcome back. If you chose pile number 1 and then this is your reading, hey, we're going to get in all kinds of different oracle cards, including an angel's oracle card. This is a lover's oracle. It should be amusing to watch me shuffle it on camera. We're going to get the Island Wellness Time cards, just in case there's anything you need to heal. We have the this is the Magna deck. It's not the traditional one. This is a really fun deck that I only use for relationships. For whatever reason, its energy didn't do well as a general reading for me. And I do kind of program my decks. I go to them over and over again for the same sort of questions. What is coming up next for you in love? Pile number 1. Hey, before I get started, please don't forget to subscribe. It does help my channel. If you want to book me for a private reading, there's a link to my website in the description box down below. And if you like the reading, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. We have Snapdragon. Listen with care, speak with kindness. We'll find out where that's heading. But I like that. That's a good communication energy. Somebody who really kind of is able to express their feelings. Yep. Wisdom. Have you ever been told that you've been wise beyond your years? Now is the time to call upon your inner fairy wisdom to help you with a challenge. So guess what? Not fairies, they're spirits of air, but the wisdom is the lessons that you have taken the time to learn, possibly through healing. Remember, past the age of about, usually about 25 or so, we have a couple of test pancakes relationships behind us. You know, what doesn't work and what does work. This is the card of having learned from your own past. This is the part about what didn't serve you in the past. You will look for the red flags. You'll know better going forward. And listen with care, speak with kindness. You're not going to let anything fly underneath the radar any longer. Group number 1, that's wonderful. It's a very, very healthy energy. All right. We have Rose. Romance is in the air. This is from the tea leaf reading cards. We're going to put those guys up there. I have coins. Money will be coming to you. Now listen. This is a wonderful, abundant energy. It also means it's possible that you will be meeting somebody through school or through some kind of achievement-oriented activity. We're going to find out, though. Tortoise, slowly but surely getting ahead. You may have felt like you've been sitting on a shelf for a very, very long time with that. To be fair, there's such a balanced energy. And then I have the Fates. Oh, I wonder if we've got a divine partnership coming in. Embrace your emotions. Allow your feelings to surface and be accepted. Hey, listen, because I deal with so many people who have complex post-traumatic stress disorder, that means that you may have struggled in the past with emotional regulation, meaning that you repress their feelings and they kind of come out in these great big kind of, volcanic episodes. You've been healing. You've been learning your lessons. It looks as if you're able to express your needs and to ask for what you want. And then we have a fateful pairing with romance in the air, evidently a successful venture. It's taken its time. My goodness, I have a feeling we've got some serious frustration around the whole concept of that's delightful, but where has this person been? We're going to go ahead and we're going to take 5 each for you, for them, and then 1 for the outcome. So it's an 11 card spread. Let's get going for 5 for the person who is coming in. Who's coming in? What's coming on in romance? Can this be an existing relationship? We'll find out, huh? Here we go. Let's get going. What's coming up for group number 1 in love? What's coming up in love for group number 1? As usual, you get a very slightly funny perspective because I prefer to stand when I'm reading. It's just an idiosyncrasy of mine. We have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. It's like a missing piece. Sometimes it's the need to like take a better and a more balanced approach to love. It really can be. I have the Ace of Cups in reverse. The past here is looking a little bit difficult. Let's get some more cards here. We're going to shuffle 3 times. 1 and 2 and 3. We're going to get the rest of this read down. What's going on with this person? They have been doing their own healing. Yeah, High Priestess in the upright. Now that's the whole secret admirer thing sometimes, but it's somebody who's also been kind of tapping into the feminine divine. We have the Devil card in reverse, which is a card of recovery from toxic relationships. I have the Ace of Wands in the upright, somebody who's been working on expressing their own. This is interesting because they're a little hesitant. When they come in, they have that slightly scorched energy of someone who's been through a bad breakup and had to recover from it. They've been a little prone to non-reciprocal relationships as well. Remember, if you are codependent, and remember, it's a trauma response. It has nothing to do with being too needy or being too romantic or in any way being a character flaw. Codependency results from an emotional injury, usually in childhood. And so this person has been codependent in the past, but they've been doing their work as well. What in the world do you do, dude? And remember, that dude is not going to be gender specifics there. They're going to want to take it at a nice slow pace as well. This is like they have their priorities in order. The High Priestess says that it really is one of those fateful, like it's almost like you'll be able to communicate intuitively with this person. 8 of Swords in the upright, you're in the doubting place at this point. 10 of Pentacles in the upright, that is a life partner energy. I have the Chariot in reverse, okay. I have the 3 of Pentacles in reverse, whoa. I have the 10 of Wands in reverse. Okay, well, let's get reading on these cards and we're gonna see what else is coming up on the rest of it. Okay, so you versus them in this, it looks to me like you have a couple of doubts around whether or not like your answers lie within relationship, which is good and is healthy. Remember, a relationship is part of life, is part of a big balanced experience in this world. You've been working on your own security, you've been working on your own healing. You may have actually brought a halt to, like, this is the card of focusing on self. This is the card of dealing with stress appropriately and also of releasing the past. So you're both very much on the same page. Is it possible that this person is a Capricorn with the Devil card in reverse there? I'm kind of not getting that sense. I have fire sign energy and I have earth sign energy and I have water sign energy. So we've got the Chariot in reverse here is the card for Cancers, but I don't think this person is a Cancer. Here's what I think. I think after relationships in the past left you feeling a little bit like burned, like almost as if you were a bank from which somebody was always withdrawing but never making a deposit. You learned to focus on self, on healing of self, on connecting to your spiritual side. You may have been focusing on your financial goals, your educational goals, your goals in business. You're like a little bit hesitant. Here's the thing. I think you might have really sort of been knocked a little sideways by a breakup in the past. This person is, I like them though. Like they know how to speak their truth, but they also, like they have good discretion. You'll be able to trust them. They may actually, I like this because they want the whole picture. They're not just there to have a good time with this Ace of Wands in reverse and this Devil in reverse. They want it all. Like they've been terribly drained by relationships in the past as well. They had to learn how to kind of prioritize their own needs to know because they may have looked to relationships in the past to meet too many of their needs. I like them. They're successful with this 10 of Pentacles in the upright. They're very guarded about, like, they don't say the wrong thing, meaning they don't lash out. They don't speak in frustration. They too, and this is likely a slightly more experienced pile, meaning like if you've never had a relationship before, this is not likely your pile. These are people being reflected here. It is a divine pairing, or really do you think so? Because this is the other half coming in basically with that 2 of Pentacles in reverse. I think the way that you view relationships in your life has just taken on a different kind of tone to it. Like, you still believe in love, you still believe in romance, you still believe in, like, you know, divine pairings and soulmates and the role that like joyful, exuberant connection can really play, but you're not just going to be like, you're not going to lose your head to passion. Like, you want the full package here. That's that 10 of Pentacles energy, which is a life partner energy, which is a secure energy. It's somebody you can rely on. You might have invested in that idea in the past. It didn't work out for you with this Chariot in reverse. And now you've really been focusing on your own personal power, determining what it is you really need. Because half the time in relationships, if we're looking for somebody to kind of fulfill us or help us find an area within, like, basically we have our answers within, and once we really know ourselves, then we know what we want from another person. And it looks to me like you've been leveling up, and so have they. They've been making better priorities as well, so have you. Like, you're not going to overburden this relationship. It looks delightful. You have your own goals, though. You have your own goals. I like this because you'll be able to have these kind of calm discussions with one another about where you're trying to go and what you would like from this. But I like it as well simply because it's very, like, this person's incredibly reliable. Like, something might have let you down in the past pretty badly. To be fair in the fates, like, this is your just due, meaning that your divine pairing is coming in. Let's get the final card on this, and we'll get some oracle cards as well. I like it. They're not a vain person. Like, I get the sense that they're actually, like, they have this kind of enigmatic charm to them with the high priestess in the upright, but they're not a vain or a superficial person. I think they've lost things in the past with that 2 of Pentacles in reverse that has caused them to prioritize, like, the real deal. They're not settling for anything that is, like, not going to tick all the boxes. Like, this is somebody who really has their ish in order. Here we go. Let's get our final card here. 1 and 2 and 3. Tell me about group number 1s. Who's coming in for them in love and in romance? Let's find out. Sun in reverse. I'm going to take one more on that with the Temperance card in reverse. There was a need to heal first. Could be a fire sign. I'm genuinely not getting that idea here because that's the Temperance card in reverse. The only thing that might affect your timing is, remember, like, you know, it is actually a kindness to us from the universe when they're like, yeah, you know what, you're not healed. And when we're not healed, unfortunately, we have a tendency to attract people who will take advantage of us. When the devil's in the upright in a relationship reading, it can either mean, like, you know, great connection of the physical variety, or it can mean codependence. The devil in reverse there is talking about recovering from the type of relationships that diminish rather than serve. Let's go ahead and we're going to get a lover's oracle for you. I'm going to get my hands up in the frame so that you can see me shuffling. It is a ridiculously difficult deck to shuffle. In person, I hardly ever hand it to anybody any longer. Here we go. 1 and 2. And let's get the card for group number 1. What's coming up with our lover's oracle? A message for you. I'm thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. Is this somebody coming back after getting their priorities in order? Oh, that would be great, man. Let's get your lover's oracles, because this is the thing. They had bad choices in the past. They had to heal from something. I think you've gone like a little bit all the way around the world with this, meaning at some point you're like, I want my person, damn it, the world does not love me unless I get my person. And I'm not mocking that. I'm not mocking that even a little bit. It's just that if you're hearing this and this describes you, yeah, you know what, I was overly focused on it for a while. The divine, said, no, you're in a holding pen for your own good. And now, like, you're kind of glad because this is being held back from that type of connection. You are being asked to focus on your own success, on your own goals, on your own, like, animating force within. You might have been a true romantic with that romance in the air card. And like, it might have let you down, but this person is your divine pairing. You're already together in psychic space. And whenever a reader talks about that, there's a part of me that always feels sorry for the people hearing it, because it's a little bit like telling somebody your imaginary friend is with you. That is not what that means. There really are other dimensions and other realms. It's hard when you're living and working and breathing in the 3D to hear that it's like, oh, well, good, energetic me is getting some. And what that really means is when you're very, very connected, it draws the person closer and closer to you. They've been waiting for you to be healed. They've been waiting for them to be healed. I get, like, this is a divine pairing. I'm thinking this person already loves you. Huh. This also can be, soulmates. Soul connection, partnership, agreement, soul contract. Hey, group number 1, how awesome is this? All right, now it did come out with the chaser. The chaser in a codependent relationship, fear of abandonment issues. And honest to goodness, I think that was you, and it may have been them as well. But they may have been, this could be a twin flame situation because I have a resolution on somebody coming back to you in a much more, like a healthier, more robust, more secure with this financial money will be coming to you energy. That is somebody who is secure in who they are. They know how to state their needs. They know how to, they know how to meet their own needs as well. Which that's like emotional regulation comes from the ability to self-comfort, to understand what we're feeling, to know that nobody else can really ever take care of our emotional world for us. Whoo, love call. Someone expresses love, a message of love, a message for you, a message of love, thinking of you, letting you know, group number 1. It is possible this is a new person. It is possible this is a new person. But it's equally possible that it is a returning twin flame. They would like to try and work on things. They were working on themselves. Here's the thing that I've got with the energy over here. They were out of energetic balance. They really, it's almost like they weren't a fit match for you. Like they had to get all of their own crap in order to be able to meet anybody else's expectations. They had to understand their own internal world. They might have had to go into a form of recovery. They may have need to focus on their own financial goals, which is important. It looks to me like they've got very good priorities now. The Ace of Wands in reverse is they're going to let you kind of take the lead on things as well. And this is like an emotional engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Okay, so group number 1, I'm kind of digging the heck out of your relationship readings so far because I've got somebody coming in, and I've got somebody who has done all of their work. They're successful in their own right. This is your relationship is not going to suffer from the need for them to work on their stuff, and you're not going to be working out your issues in this either. This is the real deal. Soulmates. I do think you had to resolve some codependency. And by the way, remember, so normal. Because codependency has at its root a compulsive energy. I deal with so many magicians, so many people who can manifest. And remember, that is about compelling things. When we're not in the best and the healthiest energy, it can kind of turn inward on us and turn us into this not great obsessing energy, this trying to chase after somebody who's running. And the only way for that runner-chaser situation to end is for the chaser to quit chasing. One of two things happens. You're letting go of the person who's not meant for you, and your real person comes in because you're living in a secure and a healed and a healthy energy. Either way, your soulmate is going to be reaching out to you very, very soon. How do you meet them? It does appear to be so many things about messages. Slowly but surely getting ahead. Listen. The thing that you need to know is that this person is not going to rush into a commitment. And judging by the energy over here, Like I kind of, and over here as well, because you might have been dealing with intermittent depression and anxiety issues. This is a timeless reading, but my goodness, the last 2 years have been hard on the living souls, the living, breathing, feeling souls of the world have been a little bit knocked sideways. Is there anything else that we need to know for group number 1? I'm getting a fortune cookie card just for the fun of it. Reinvent yourself. A transformation is taking place. Enjoy a new lease on life. Okay, so group number 1. What I've got is that you have been through the ringer, you have been through the shredder when it comes to love in the past. You have doubted yourself, you have been made to feel as if you weren't enough. You've had people that did not prioritize you in the way that you prioritized them. And you called a halt to the madness. You're like, you know what, new, working on me with this 3 of Pentacles in reverse. You decided to reinvent yourself, but there is somebody that is your fateful pairing, your soulmate. I love this, man, look at this stuff. Love call, the fates, and soulmates. You have an inbound soulmate, group number 1. And do I have the energy of like who this could possibly be? In terms of like astrological implications? Not really. Like I've got fire sign energy, I've got earth sign energy. I have more earth sign energy than I do almost anything else, but that's not a guarantee of anything. Just know that when this comes in, like you're not ready to start planning your whole life around it. You're cautious. You're cautious going forward. I think kind of what happened is like you might have had a breakup that just laid you so low, that disrupted your life so much that you're like, you know what? Love is delightful, but nothing should ever make you feel this way. And it looks to me as if you really, this codependent, the chaser energy, you leaned in on healing, and so did they. You've been waiting for divine timing to be up for a little bit, and divine timing is up. I do think that you're, like, it's almost like maybe with this Chariot in reverse, it's almost like maybe you've decided, I don't care any longer. Like I'm not going to focus on that area of my life. It's not an area of my life that I can control. Whenever I really do try to, things go a little bit south for me. But the chaser, love call, and soulmates. I'll tell you what, group number 1. I don't, because sometimes twin flames, like they're there to help us highlight what it is that we need to heal. And once we heal that, we discover it's like, oh, you kind of didn't ever catch up with me. And now I see aspects of you that maybe you're not the best person for me. And that happens sometimes, but every now and then, your twin flame works on healing as well, their ability to express themselves. There is a slight tendency towards emotion, like trying to assuage fears and difficulties through substance use. And it does look as if something has been addressed in that area. Group number 1, I totally dig this one. We have romances in the air. It's a good, secure energy. It's a fateful pairing. All of the lessons that you have learned will really kind of, I think, make it a delightful situation with a soulmate energy, a love call energy. Be careful. Remember, you can backslide and just simply course correct. Keep an eye on your energy going forward, as I did get a codependency card in there. And remember, you're not held back from having a connection. You're not held back from having love. You just had to heal the codependent tendencies. And you will always, and remember, love's going to be more fun and much better when it lives in a healthy and a vibrant energy that will serve your needs and serve theirs. But nobody ends up like with an ever-depleting love tank. All right, let's get a fortune reading card and get the heck out of here. Ooh, Thorns. Weathering the challenges ahead will bring a new and positive future. Listen, that's an overall world energy. There are always going to be challenges in the greater world. All of the lessons that you learned about your own emotional world, what would make you happy, you'll be able to rise to the challenge of so many occasions. You're living in a healthy and a vibrant energy. You no longer repress. You know how to observe and kind of process and release. You've learned how to respond and not be reactive. It looks to me, group number 1, as if the fates are smiling on you, and in fact your divine pairing is inbound as we speak. Don't rush the process. Remember, one of the hallmarks of codependency is overcommitment too soon. This has the hallmark of everything. It has passion, it has understanding, it has intellectual challenge, it has emotional support. Lucky, lucky group number 1. Enjoy your soulmate pairing. Take care, be well. Hello and welcome back. If you chose pile number 2, then this is your reading. Hey, we'll get some Island Wellness Time cards to see what you may need to heal. We'll get some Romance Angels. We're going to get a Lover's Oracle, because whenever you get a reading with me, you see almost every card deck in the world. Pile number 2, before I get started, hey, your everyday witch is going to be bringing you an 11 card spread, 5 for them, 5 for you, 1 for the outcome, possibly 2 depending on whether or not it needs clarification. Let's get started with your oracle cards, but hey, please don't forget to subscribe. It does help my channel. If you want to book me for a private reading, there's a link to my website in the description box down below. And if you like the reading, please don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Hydrangea, focus on wholeness above and below. Okay, wow, that's a card of being in alignment. I have manifestation. Be very honest and clear about what you wish to manifest in your life. Now write it down on paper. Manifestation step 1. Apparently, the universe is telling you, don't forget to tell the universe what you need. Hey, listen, this is the point at which I say, please, please, please don't name people. Sincerely, it can still be the same person that you're talking about, but trying to interfere on any level with somebody's free will, even if they're your person, can delay a process, because we're really not meant to impact somebody else's choice in this matter. So just ask for your divine pairing, your soulmate, ask for your person to be sent to you, the greatest love of your life, whatever you wish to, but please don't say John Smith, simply because it's not that it might not be John Smith, it is quite simply that it will cause a rigidity that is difficult for things to manifest through. Let us get going. Unicorn, use your intuition to make beneficial changes. You are calling in your soulmate energetically. Bull, do not back down from opposition. Show strength and fortitude. You are strong. You are determined. The bull energy, of course, can mean a Taurus, but it doesn't need to be. Older man, dealings or relationships with an older man. Now listen, this could mean that you're a little bit more mature. A lot of people in my collective are. That's awesome. Remember, great passion comes at all different ages, and also the more you know about what makes you happy, the greater time that you can have. But this can also mean that you're trying to resolve some issues from your formative experience, things like, abandonment issues surrounding a father figure. There's different things that this particular card can mean. That might also be the person who is facilitating the connection, but we'll find out. We have exchanging gifts. Interesting. This is it's not necessarily material gifts, but it can be. This is a card of generosity. It is a card of sharing. We have yin. Ooh, that is love, my friends. That is the feminine divine. Is this your divine partnership? Awesome, awesome. We have demonstrate love. Find out what is important to those you love and act on it. Okay, so there is an extreme independence phase in healing that some people can kind of withdraw into. Remember, love is not, even if it's let you down in the past, it doesn't mean that you need to be on your guard against it. You just need to make sure that you're maintaining emotional health for yourself, understanding your own needs, etc., etc. The demonstrate love is you might have been burned so badly that you don't necessarily extend yourself easily. Remember, that's not what good boundaries are. Good boundaries are like having, you can start coming in that gate, but if you step on the wrong area, I'm going to push you right back through it. That's a good boundary. It is not like, hey, why don't you pick the lock over there? You can set a middle ground. You might have withdrawn just a little bit too much around this. Let's get going. What's coming up in love for group number 2? 1 and 2 and 3. All right, let's get 5 for each. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to be going for another one for the resolution, but let's check these guys first. Queen of Pentacles in the upright. I love that. That is a grounded, secure, emotional, grown-up type of energy. It's the wifey card as well. 8 of Cups in reverse. I have the 7 of Cups in reverse. Oh, that is a spell landing. That is a manifestation. This is one of my cards for spell work. Remember, every reader has a different relationship to their cards. 10 of Wands in the upright, and then the 6 of Wands in the upright as well. You know what's interesting? It's almost like somebody's been trying to manifest you. I like this person. They're very successful. They have an admirable character. It's like Queen of Pentacles in the upright, Eight of Cups in reverse. It's like they've been hanging back in their life. They've known they've been ready for a little bit, but they didn't want to rush a process. They were waiting for the right person. And that's kind of what, this is the Temperance card. It's almost like they can sense you energetically and they have been waiting for you to heal. That Temperance card is a Sagittarius card. It's a card for patience as well. Justice card, divine timing, can be the Leo card. Or I'm sorry, the Libra card. Star in reverse. I have the Three of Swords in reverse. Somebody's waiting for you to heal. Page of Swords in the upright. Now, does that mean you know them? No, actually it doesn't. What it can mean is that they sense you energetically. They're very determined. They find you to be a very unique person with that unicorn energy. If you don't know them yet, you will pretty soon, because the Six of Wands is coming in pretty... The Wands manifest quickly. It is the quickest, for all of the tarot decks, like unfortunately Pentacles take a really long time, but the Wands happen the quickest. Now, the Swords are mental energy, they're analytical energy, they're communication. They are technically swifter, but they don't have as big an impact on the 3D world. What is going on with this person? I like them. They've got Earth sign energy. Like, you really could be dealing with a Taurus. You could be dealing with a Taurus. Here's the thing. I think they are either relocating to the area that you're in, or they're coming in from somewhere else. I've got two traveling cards around that. How is this likely to happen? I don't know if it's a mutual person introducing you or if you already know each other. That older man energy is intriguing to me because it's not showing up down here. This could be somebody who, like, they're very secure in who they are. One of the things about the Queen of Pentacles is, and remember, it's not a gendered read. In tarot, like, gender is essentially meaningless. It represents divine and feminine, divine masculine and divine feminine energies. This person is very much in touch with their interior world. Like, their emotions they're not mystified by them. They've got a couple of things underneath their belt. Like, they've had some experience in their life, but I think you have as well. Manifestations. Why are you here? Why are you there? And I know I'm like asking, like I expect the cards to say something. I don't think you're the person who's been trying to manifest this. I think somebody has been trying to manifest a divine pairing. And, like, without meaning to, or with meaning to, they have been essentially calling out to the universe for you. Yeah, they have. The person who's coming in, I don't think you're the person doing the manifesting. I think you've been working on yourself, on healing. Like, if anything, you're not really talking to anybody right now. You might have put a little bit too much weight on relationships in the past. You became aware of it because this is the need to heal. This is also this kind of very balanced view. COVID really threw a wrench into the work of things. And I know this is a timeless reading, but this will be released as, like, by the way, by about April, I think we're finally into a resolved energy, and COVID no longer defines our lives to the extent that it does. Let's go ahead and get one last card. What else do I have to say for group number 2? Who's coming in for them? I like them. They're super, like, they're a confident person, but they're not arrogant. They are attractive. This is a card of somebody being admired. They have, like, serious control over their own emotions. Like, they're not somebody who's going to overburden you with their stuff. They did have a lot going on at a different point in their life. Six of Pentacles in reverse. I'm taking one more as well. With the Four of, this is, you have been prone to non-reciprocal relationships, but you knew it. You knew it. And you really, like, you can tell that because you have magical abilities, you have the ability to manifest as well. You can make things happen as you focus on them. But, like, you got, like, a little derailed around that ability. Here's this unicorn energy. Like, this is your one person. This is the true blue person. But you have been, like, there's nothing happening in your personal life right now. It's a little bit Cricketsville, and it has been, and I believe it's a choice. Like, here's the thing. This is a very attractive person. This is your, like, your counterpart, meaning that, like, I think you've known all along. You can kind of get it, but you're like, you know what? I don't want the type of people who just respond to my exterior. I want somebody who will value everything that I am, who will see the unique gifts and the unique, this unicorn energy is a unique individual energy. See, here's the thing. I think that you have always felt just this tiny little bit different, maybe more than a tiny little bit, and you have been trying to heal from draining relationships, potentially more than just in your romantic life. Like, you might have been the type of person who, like, you solved all your problems, friends, but when it was your turn, like, there was nobody there for you. Yeah, heartbroken, deeply hurt, sad, separation, breakup, feeling lost, grieving, and mourning. You did. This is healing from heartbreak. Like, you must have had your heart just mushed. Boat, receiving what you need, progression, arriving, moving on, closure issues. I'm taking one more. The runner. Runner in a codependent relationship, fear of intimacy, listening to ego. So listen, because, and I want to explain something. Why do I have so many codependent people in my particular collective? It is because codependency is a trauma response. It comes from something traumatic that happened to you at a formative stage in your life, in which you think you need another person to be safe, you need the love of somebody else to be worthy of love. It is not anything having to do with any kind of character flaw. It is an energetic injury. It does lead to codependency. And here's the thing, if you were the chaser in the past, you're now a little bit like, I'm not sure I'm ever doing that again. Because you've got like a little bit of a paused energy around that. Is that going to stop what's coming in? No, I do not think so. You are healed. You're getting what you want. There is something arriving in your life that is bringing you this kind of, it's funny because it's almost like you're the person who's resisting stuff. Like it's almost as if somebody's like, you know what, you're my person, I love you, I think you're everything, you're my soulmate, and you're like, I don't do that. You're like, yeah, no, I tried to walk that path, you know what happened? It blew up. It caught fire, and then it blew up some more. And you're prioritizing like your own healing and happiness, and you're never looking to another person to just kind of make you happy. You're like, no, I figured out how to do this. I'm not sure if I'm giving it up for anybody. This person, like, gets you. They just freaking get you. There is this energy of, like, you might have been psychically connected to them in the past, but you might have blocked them out. Like, sincerely, you might have decided simply to let go and move on. But it wasn't for another person if you did. Like, there is a very solitary energy around group number 2 currently. Let's get you. Embrace. Through each other, you find the missing pieces. Okay, let's get your romance angel. You have your, split apart energy, your person coming into you. Good. I love it when that happens. But they're so powerful. This is a very powerful energy. They're an interesting person to me because, like, that unicorn energy goes for both of you. And, like, a little bit of a spoiler alert, man, you're both way too stubborn. And, like, you might not recognize that about yourself, but you can dig in with the strength of 1,000 mules. So can they. And it's going to mean that, like, learning how to discuss things very openly, that exchanging gifts is a good thing as well. Okay, we have flirt, and we have, oh, interesting. We've already got that you've already met the romantic partner you seek. It's possible you already know them. This could also be a past life connection. Extend your lighthearted energy to others as you have become, like, more open, and, like, you have this quality that others are very attracted to you. Like you are that kind of light in the world thing. I think that you have really struggled with like lesser emotions, with depression, with pain. The situation is calling on you to have faith. It's weird. It's almost like this person, like they're, I don't know if they, you really have gone from being the chaser into potentially being the runner. And that is a stage of codependency healing. That is a stage of trauma healing in which you're like, you know what, I overinvested in the wrong people and now I don't invest in anybody. And this person, that is not going to stop them even a little bit. It's just not. Moving on and closure issues. Arriving, moving on, boat. This is coming in, man. This is somebody coming in too. This is like I like this. They're ready to just woo the crap out of you. Like this is somebody who wants to, they're aware of you somehow. They are aware of you somehow. Now this can be the card of creeping on somebody's social media. I'm not sure. You could have a social media account that they watch with that Six of Wands up in the upright, because that is a social media card. We have difficult times. Be on your guard against chaos or unforeseen perils, or emotional upheaval are foretold. I can kind of get what's going on there, because there's a little bit of a not telling yourself the truth energy around basically around being with people, where you're going to be a little bit of a, you hold back. You hold back, and I like it, but don't hold back so much that you're denying yourself the joy and the connection, and that I like it because it's just, they're so romantic. They're just so romantic. Like they have like such a sweet romantic soul, and they just want to like show that to you. Intuition. Trust your intuition. It's a great time to learn a new skill, change careers, or invest money. That's that psychic connection as well. Future. You may travel or host an overseas traveler soon. Either way, great social fun awaits. Here's the thing, the person who's coming in, I don't think you've ever been involved with them. I do not think this is like this is not a reunion type of energy. The older man, this is somebody who has experience, but I believe you do as well. Like if you're 18 years old and watching this pile, like listen, with absolutely no offense, check another pile, because this person has been like, they gave their life's blood to a relationship, and all they ended up was in need of a transfusion. Like it was not, this is a needed to heal. Somebody broke my heart, shredded it, stomped on it, set it on fire afterwards type of energy. And for a little bit you're like, well, maybe I can just find another person. And that passed into memory so entirely that now you're just not, hydrangea. Focus on wholeness above and below. I think that you're trying to be pretty cold around connection at this point. Is that going to stop anything? Good gracious, no. Here's the thing. Remember how I was just talking about how you're stubborn, they're stubborn? That it's not obnoxious. It's not any type of like, they will insist, you need to be afraid, ready the restraining order. It's nothing like that. But like, they're not going to allow your hesitancy around, I'm not really sure how much of my energy I want to invest in something that has let me down badly in the past. And so like, hey, if you want to date, that's fine. If you want to have sex, that's awesome. If you want to like hang out, that's super good as well, but you're not getting much of my heart. And you're, like I said, it's like you have morphed from being the chaser into being the runner. And it won't last. You've done too much work around healing, but you hold, like you're gonna want to hold back. It's almost like you've taken the wrong lessons away from having learned. Like it's almost like you're like, wow, okay, whew, that was close. I didn't think I was ever gonna recover from this. I didn't think I was ever gonna recover from this. But you did. And now your idea of being healed is to be like, so never again. No, never again. I'm not going to say they're going to wear you down, because that sounds ridiculous. That sounds like it's something against your will. But they're going to have the necessary patience. They are stubborn as hell, but they are patient as can be. And they're going to, like, they'll take things at the pace that you want. They're going to take things at the pace that you want. You've had your difficult times, like in a part of you that really like knows. You're gonna know. You're gonna have that resonance when you meet this person. And this is not a dating app situation. Like they see you on social media, they might be able to see your social media. If you're not on social media, again, probably not your pile. But they have access to something that you're doing that they can see you. They are also a very well admired person. They've been focusing on their own stuff, getting their own house in order. And the only thing that I've got going here is that like you pulled the 180 and you went from being the person who gave everything to the person who's like, I don't really have much to give you. Like I'm really, this is not an area of my life I'm going to invest too much in ever again. It was too toxic of a situation. And they have the patience to just kind of wait that part out. They have the patience. They think you are the one person who can really, they don't back down. They don't back down. So group number one, group number two, awesome read. You have somebody coming in, they're coming in pretty soon. And by pretty soon, like about 10 weeks would be the outside. 10 weeks would be the outside because wands are usually a 6 to 8 week manifestation energy. Their read ends with a strong wand. But here's the thing, like you've called a halt to these like non-reciprocal relationships. And you really, it does appear to me, have gone from being the chaser in a relationship to being the one who's like, yeah, no, that's just not my answer. It will take a little time. It will take a little time. Stubborn is not the same thing as impatient. It just really isn't. The stubbornness that surrounds this, like, it's like they realize there's nobody else like you. And is it possible you don't know this person yet? Yeah, absolutely. This could be an entirely new person to you. But it's like they've been manifesting you. They asked for their divine pairing. And you're the person who they're being guided towards. And so without it being any type of not respecting your wishes type of thing, they're in for the long haul. They're in for the long haul. They're okay with you taking as much time as you need. Just remember, like, I think the shoe has been on the other foot for you, in which you're like, but all I want to do is love you and I think that I'm perfect for you. And that person, because they had their own work to do, just wouldn't accept you into their life. And you healed your stuff. And now, like, if anything, you're the person who's just like, yeah, no, I can't focus on that in my life. It's been too destructive of a force. This person is not destructive. That Six of Wands energy is always like it's victory. It's victory. You have somebody coming in and they are going to be, through each other, you find the missing pieces. This is the person who will finally make sense out of the destruction or chaos of your past that caused you so much pain that you finally withdrew into self, healed yourself entirely, and now have a couple of questions around whether or not this is something you really want. But remember back when you were trying to recover and you kept asking for your person, for your real person, for your divine pairing, for your soulmate, for your life partner, for the person who best completes you. That is manifesting in your life very shortly indeed. The only thing you need to be aware of, focus on wholeness above and below. This person completes you. The only thing that keeps making me kind of hesitate is, apparently, I didn't get any fear cards around that, but I got like over-intellectualization around that, meaning you have learned to understand your own feelings, and if anything, you might overanalyze the situation. So group number 2, that is freaking awesome. You have your divine pairing coming in. It might not, considering everything in that read, that might not actually gladden your heart. That's okay. Your person, like my goodness, do they know your worth? They know your worth. And the reason that you withdraw a little bit from the idea is of really just being all in on a relationship is somebody in your past didn't. And now you're the person who's like, yep, no, I have fear of intimacy, which is a stage of healing. They're patient enough and understanding enough of a process. They're a manifestor as well. Allow this into your life, and remember, you can let it in stages and by inches. You do not need to be afraid. The divine is on your side. Take care. Be well. Thank you so much for joining me. Welcome back. If you chose pile number 3, then this is your reading. What is coming up for you in love? Who's coming in? What new things are happening? Hey, the Angels Tarot will be bringing you a predictive spread. I just did a community post on this. I was sent as a gift 5 different decks by an indie deck creator. I don't get anything if you buy it. I will drop a link to this in the description box down below, but by the rules of YouTube, I do need to let you know everything I say about this deck, it was given to me. It was given to me. It is a gift, and again, I don't get anything if you buy it, but the creators are indie deck creators, and so that is the Angels Tarot, and I will drop a separate link from my Amazon store. It's not going to be my Amazon store. They have a separate site. I'll drop a link for that in there. Those are really nice people, and I actually am loving the deck. I just really am loving the deck. We're going to get some angel oracles. Some romance angels. We're going to get a lover's oracle. We're going to check the island wellness to make sure there's nothing that you need to heal. We're going to get an 11 card or potentially a 12 card spread, simply because each pile so far has required a clarifying card on the final card. And then we're going to get some oracle cards as well. Let's get going here. And hey, please don't forget to subscribe. It helps my channel. If you like the reading, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. If you want to book me for a private reading, there's a link to my website in the description box down below. Poppy, remember who you wanted to be. Interesting energy. Interesting energy. It's about not losing yourself to relationships. Magical gateway. It takes courage and trust to venture into the unknown. Yet this is where the greatest rewards are. It's time to step boldly forward without looking back. Do not let past relationships color what this relationship will be. Let's see if anybody's coming in, and like my fear whenever I do one of these is like no one's like, oh, okay, you're gonna be single. But I don't have I don't think that's gonna be the case here. Let's find out. All right, 4-leaf clover, great good fortune. That's also getting lucky. Psychic ability, trust your intuition. That makes sense for my pile number 3s. Moon, changes in your life. I'm getting a little excited for you. Here we go. Thinker, careful. Overanalyzing a situation. Milk and honey, all right. And then I have act as if your partner is here. Whether you have someone in your life or not, act as if they are with you, so you will always consider them. Interesting. This is, remember who you wanted to be, and then act as if they are here. And here's the thing, if you have not had a healthy relationship yet, and remember that is not a criticism, it's not about your character, it's not about your strength of will. It is, we have a tendency to repeat the patterns that we saw in childhood, and that's all it is. Do not blame yourself for not knowing about healthy relationships. You never even saw them. Give yourself credit for learning how to have good relationships, how to make yourself happy, how to understand what you need. And then act as if your partner is here. I guess make some energetic room. Make some energetic room for this person. Thinker, here's the thing, I think you're way too in your head about where relationships belong. Ace of Swords in reverse, we're going to get 5 cards for them, 5 cards for you. 1 and 2 and 3. Knight of Cups in the upright, the Sun in reverse. Ooh. Progress on this has been impeded by a slow healing process. 4 of Wands in the upright. Okay. All right, here we go. What else do we have? It's divine caring energy. 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Interesting. So the 10 of Pentacles in reverse is, they might have been held back from you because of COVID, because that's in the upright, that can be a lockdown energy. But it can be that they're feeling a little bit insecure around this connection. But it also, like, it's the end of confusion. Because the 10 of Pentacles in the upright is one of the cards that can stand in for confusion. Here we go. Let's get going. 1 and 2, and let's get 5 for them. 3. Okay. I know I've gotten a little bit quiet. It's quite simply that, like, this person has had to they have to be very careful with how they state what they want and need. They are a far more emotional person than they appear on the outside. They have had their own struggles. This is a committed relationship. It can be a new home as well. 10 of Cups in the upright. It's fulfillment, happiness, miracles. 8 of Cups in the upright. The Death card in the upright, that can be a Scorpio. I have the 8 of Wands in the upright. That's progress. Can be moving as well. 4 Cups in the upright, which can be something happening behind the scenes, something haunting you. Listen, it's either your formative experience that caused you to go looking for more. You're trying to have this kind of new beginning energy, starting all over again. This is a falling in love energy, but this is a card of, it can be discontent or dissatisfaction. It's almost as if you prioritize your life in this is most important, this is second, this is third, this is fourth. Relationships used to hold the number 1 position. And over the course of time, you said this, relationships and love are not the only thing that will really make me happy. I want more than that. Remember who you wanted to be. Magical gateway. You're trying to make other things happen. 4-leaf clover, luck. What is this moon card? Hold on just a second. Changes in your life. This is a missed opportunity returning to you. It's also like the divine trying to bring something into you to help alleviate unhappiness, to try and give you greater fulfillment. This person this can be a traveling energy. I've got a little bit of water sign energy around this person because I've got so many cups on the scene. I would like to see that in relationships though. They had to leave behind their own relationship. They did. They had to figure out how to have like the appropriate priorities around relationships. Let's go ahead. If anything, like being too romantic in the past, like they've struggled with depression. Let's go ahead. I've got 7 of Cups in the upright. With the 5 of Pentacles in the upright, I'm taking one more. 6 of Pentacles in the upright. That is like there's an emptiness around this that is intriguing to me. Because the 5 of Pentacles is anxiety and fear. This is like your dreams left you empty. And like I realized I just had to take even an extra clarifying card because I was not leaving it on the 5 of Pentacles. Is it possible you're going to reject this person? I don't think so. I don't think so. But it's almost like you consider it. Like it really is like as this starts happening, you went on a journey to look for more. That's what that 8 of Cups means. And you found it. And you achieved closure on your past, on any issues that were harming you, on any, like this person is coming in. It's a real world thing. This is not somebody you're meeting through a dating app. And you're like, something you do makes them feel like they have trouble getting close to you. Like you hold them at quite the distance at first. It's almost like they have to, sacred union. Honor and treasure your relationships, for it is truly sacred. All right, okay. So this is your divine pairing. It is very unlikely, by the way, although it can happen, it's very unlikely to meet your divine partner when you're like, 18, 19 years old. We have multiple soulmates, by the way. We have multiple soulmates. So that doesn't mean you won't know real love, you won't know real connection, but mostly our first relationships teach us about how to ask for what we want in relationships, how to achieve it. Every now and then you'll meet somebody who's like, yeah, no, we met when we were 16 years old, we've been married for 52 years, and we're still happy. And that is beautiful and wonderful, and usually it's because there was something, part of their purpose had to do with that union. Like they were two souls who came here who were like, we will forge this world together, and there's something that we're trying to accomplish that is very important to us. But this is a sacred union energy, and I have, like, it's almost as if you, because they're not sure what type of, like, reception they're going to get. This is 10-10, complete cycles as well. Yeah, watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting, perception, focusing out. Watching and looking. You're so leery. We have the butterfly, which is relationships evolving into the next phase, healing the inner child and growth. This possibly already know this person. Love, unconditional love, self-love, oneness, passion, affection, and attraction. So this is like the real deal. This is a generous, reciprocal relationship. This is beautiful, energetic balance. We've got multiple, this, by the way, can be your divine pairing as well. It can be a twin flame. It's possible you, like, either they rejected you or you rejected them in the past, because we've got this very, like, nothing, fantasy and illusion left, like, kind of, your dreams in the past left you feeling very cold. Like, they left you alone. They left you hurt. And you're less likely to, like, really, you don't think that's where your happiness lies any longer. You don't. It's your sacred partner. This is the unconditional love. This is your divine pairing. This is somebody coming in. I have traveling energy here and here. I like it because it's developing pretty quickly. But, like, man, you're going to make them work for it. It really is like they're... Here's the thing, that gaslighting energy, I think in the past, everything that you said was used against you. Somebody twisted your words around. And you're very, like, you're very hesitant. You're just a little hesitant. Like, this is, like, it's possibly something coming back to life is the thing. It may simply be somebody from a previous lifetime coming in, because there's a prior connection with this person. You attract more romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership. Whew. Marriage. This situation involves marriage. Having been disappointed in your past relationships, that's why you're getting this. Man, every plan that you make is just for you. Every, like, vision that you have of your future is now just like, well, maybe I'll buy a house, and maybe I'll do this, and maybe I'll go on vacation. And you don't, it's almost like you've decided, I won't fall in love again. That's how I'll just be safe. It's like, well, like, it just dies anyway and ends up with heartbreak. What's the point? You're about to find out the point. Like, every relationship you've had up until this point was something diminishing to you. And so that's what you associate relationships with being. And, like, this person I like, because apparently, they're a true romantic. Okay, let's make sure that doesn't happen again. For whatever reason, my recording switched off. That happens sometimes. It's part of the reason I read on my feet so much, is that I need to be able to make sure. I do so much magic that there's usually something weird around here. So anyway, this person is they've got a romantic streak. Probably more than you do, because I've got this very practical vibe around you. And the things that you invest in have changed tremendously. It's just, this is the kind of energy of being like, yeah, thanks, no. And I don't think it's related to the person, because it's a sacred union card. If you were married in the past, if you had a committed relationship in the past and it didn't work out, because this is leaving behind, like, traditional, like, partnership. Like, you really might be one of those people who's just like, you know what? I can date, I can have sex, I can have fun, I can have people, but I'm not going to have a partner again. Twists and turns, carefully made plans. Carefully made plans could be thrown out the window as major changes and interruptions surround you. Make sure you get lots of rest to cope with all the upheaval. I'm going to take one more. This is interesting to me because weirdly, like falling in love is going to upset you. Like I'm not laughing because it's funny. I'm laughing because, oh my God, poor number 3. Like it's not bad enough that you had to put yourself back together. That gaslighting, that transformational energy. Here's the thing. You had to learn how to love yourself. And now, like, you're not coming from a place of fear. I do not have I don't think you're a fearful person at all. I really don't. But you're starting to shut down. You're starting to shut down around the idea of having a human. And maybe because, like, you know, it just took that little bit too long. Particularly with this manifestation energy, magical gateway energy. Like the universe might have put you on pause while you kind of reclaimed your own personal power. The changes in your life card as well. Can I get one more card here? It did shut off after, interestingly enough, it might have shut off because the wrong card came out. All right, I have care required. Guard yourself against deception and be careful of making foolish mistakes at this time. Hey, listen, this person, like, this is not, you don't need to worry. This is not a creepy human being coming towards you, but I think you might have had a creepy human being. And whether or not you realize it, like you've started stepping into the energy of like, yeah, no, I've been watching what happens in relationships. I've seen what happened to me. You might have had a stalker. You might have had somebody who really did not respect your boundaries. Your perception and focusing out, it really is, you're deflecting connection. You're deflecting connection. Relationships evolving in the next phase of life, healing the inner child and growth. Okay, listen, group number 3, I actually really dig this. You have somebody coming in and you're being asked to remember, like, don't judge that person by whatever happened in the past here. Whatever caused this energy where I'm walking away from this. This person is walking away from these concepts, trying to achieve closure, and this is you. Like you want something different. You want something else. You have been focusing on, I think you've been focusing on work. I think you've been focusing on your own self-development. The person who's coming in, like I've got that 4 of Wands energy, like this is a divine thing. But you're a little bit over all of it. You're like, yeah, you know what, it'd be fun to have somebody take me out to dinner, tell me I look good, and buy me all sorts of pretty things. But I'm not, my heart's not there for them. You've closed a door a little bit too much. Act as if your partner is there. Stop envisioning your life as a single person. This is not like, whenever I start talking about this, it's like, it starts sounding like the divine's going to force the issue. The divine's never going to force the issue. But give relationships a chance, essentially. Give your relationship a chance. You're going to be tempted not to. And like, is it a new person? It might be. It might be a new person entirely. But you're too analytical around relationships. You are pursuing all forms of like physical and material success. You're a little bit resistant to because here's the thing. Oh man, okay. You associate, I'm so sorry. You associate falling in love with peril. You don't associate it with great things any longer. You had like that 4 Cups is a very disappointed energy. You've been disappointed before, and now you're like, well, I know what to do. I won't be there for that. Like, you want to hold everything at a distance, and you think that'll keep you safe. And the divine is telling you this is everything you've ever hoped for, and you're like a little. You might like be like, well, screw you, divine. No. Like, you wouldn't give me when I asked, and now when I'm telling you, no, I'm really not there for that, you're like, now you must have it. And like your relationship with the divine goes up and down and all over the place sometimes. You have very good intuition. You know that there are things in your life. You can like look and spot them and see the manifestations of things. Milk and honey, like, I don't know, star, hard times are over. Look forward to an abundance of happiness, enthusiasm, and positivity. You associate love with damage. You associate love with pain. You associate love with like not great things, with being gaslit, with being taken for granted, with being drained. You've been, by the way, if you're not single, boy, is this not your pile. This is somebody who has, like, they've got their walls up just that little bit too high. And you have your real person coming in, and they're a beautiful, like, soulful, romantic person who is just like, they're going to be, you know, here I am, I'm offering you everything. Here's my heart, take it. I love you. You're perfect. You're my human. And like, they're such a romantic person. And it's not that they've had much of an easier path. It's just that your heart has started to harden. Your heart has started to harden. Remember, things can be different because you're different. And this person's coming in pretty quickly. This is not a long-term read. Like, this is, like, sincerely, it's not a long-term read. Don't just focus on material things. It's not going to keep you any safer. It'll just mean that, like, it's wonderful to have self-love. It's wonderful to have love of all creatures. It's wonderful to have compassion for all. But there's a part of you that thinks that is how you'll experience love going forward. And it's almost like you think romantic love is a lie. You're going to find out differently. You are going to find out differently, but you're being asked to now to start telling yourself, I do have a divine partner. They're going to be with me soon. Magical gateway. It takes courage and trust to venture into the unknown, yet this is where the greatest rewards are. It's time to step boldly forward without looking back. Do not judge what is coming to you by what has been here before. Allow it to be the wonderful, loving, giving, sacred union that it is meant to be. But like, I'm telling you that and you're going to shut down anyway. And like, I'm not really sure what else I can say around it other than keep reminding yourself that you because when you start to feel something, you're going to want to shut down around it because it's going to panic you ever so slightly, because you associate falling in love with pain and being taken for granted. This person is your person. They will take the time that it takes. Like, they will be as patient as they need to be. But they're a very, very romantic person. And even if you can't see it, they're incredibly sensitive. And just remember what it felt like for you when you wanted to give your love to somebody and you really, really knew, like, we're really good together. And that person had too much damage to allow you in because it's happened to you. Don't be that person in return, you know? Trust that everything you've ever been through has been for a reason, and that beauty and love and wonder and magic can still find you. Group number 3, you have certainly been through enough. Why don't you go ahead and go through joy this time? Take care. Be well. Thank you so much for joining me. Welcome back. If you chose pile number 4, then this is your reading. Hey, we're going to get a romance angel. We're going to get a lover's oracle. We're probably going to get a fortune cookie card. The celestial deck is going to be bringing you a predictive spread. I started out with the intention of having 11 cards. Every single one of the last cards has needed clarification. So we will see. 5 for them, 5 for you, and then as many cards as it takes to clarify the read. Let's get going with, Hyacinth. Play, laugh, and find joy. Interesting. A very playful relationship is apparently trying to find you. It could be a friendship. Let's keep going here. Hey, before I get started, please don't forget to subscribe. It helps my channel. If you hit that thumbs up button, it helps my channel as well. If you want to book me for a private reading, there is a link to my website in the description box down below. Look in a book. Whatever your questions right now, you'll find the answers in a book. The words you find will bring the insight you seek. Not the card that I associate with relationships normally. Man dealings or relationships with a man. Now remember, Gender is essentially a societal construct which tells us that men can do one thing, women can do another. It's a gender role thing. Mostly gender is just about biology, like whether or not people can procreate. It doesn't really have sway over our emotional worlds. Dealings with a man, butterfly, a change for the better. All right, what's going on here? Pin, new job or career. Good, 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 good. Let's see where this is taking us. We have regeneration, that's a butterfly energy as well. And then we have tick-tock. It is time for a new beginning in something. We have physical touch. A tender touch can mean so much. I don't know if this is going to be a love relationship or if this is going to be a friends with benefit thing. We're going to find out soon. And I had wondered if every single group was going to get like love, 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 love coming in, or if somebody was just going to have like, you know, hey, it's a hookup, it's a fun thing. I'm not sure yet. Let's keep going for you. It looks to me as if you prioritize your work over your personal relationships. Either way, you're getting lucky soon. Here we go. Let's go for group number 4. What's coming up for them in love and in romance? Who's coming in? Let me see. Let me see. 1 and 2 and 3. And for the play, laugh, and find joy, it like you just, there's somebody coming in that you vibe with. I'm just not sure how there you are for it yet. Because there's this very like analytical energy around this. King of Pentacles in reverse. I have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Yeah, Princess of Cups in reverse. Okay. 4 of Wands in the upright. Boy, that card's been all over this read. That is like new home, stability, contentment. This is doubts, man. That is also being held back from something. Let's go. We have the King of Wands in reverse. I have the 6 of Cups in the upright, past life relationship, but it can be friendship as well. This actually can be a friends with benefits situation. 5 of Cups in the upright. Queen of Wands in reverse. Queen of Cups in reverse. 2 of Swords in the upright. Ace of Swords in reverse. The Tower in the upright. Boy, is that ever a change energy. Well, this is an interesting one. So group number 4. You have somebody coming in that is like, they want to change, essentially. They think it's time for everything in your world to change. And my gosh, is there a good sexual element to this. There's a genuine, like that physical touch, there's a lot of spark around this. This is an adventurous kind of, you're very doubtful around the emotional connection, is the thing. Like you're like, after you're blocked off, like you're like, no. Never give him a hug again, not risking that crap again. Remember, like you are different, so your future will be different. You understand what you need and what you want. Here's the thing, like you're the Queen of Wands in reverse and that 5 of Cups, like the losses of the past just have you, like it really is almost like you won't, you're like, yeah, we can have a good time, but like I'm not falling in love. Like it really genuinely is like you're just holding somebody at emotional distance. You're focusing too much on the past. Like you don't, whatever happened was bad enough. Yeah, whatever happened was bad enough that you had to deal with anger, with grief, with pain, with depression. Like you don't have like an awesome energy around your last connections. There's a lot, this person, like they're pretty understanding, but it's like you block them at every turn. Every time they try and get closer to you, like it's interesting. Let's keep going. Let's get some Island Wellness cards. This has been the only read so far that isn't like, yay! This is one where it's interesting to me that you're watching this. Because you're not, like, you don't want love. You're just like, hey, I wouldn't mind having some good, fun, sexy times. Here we go. Sunglasses, watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting, perception, focusing out. Your past is difficult. Yep, your past is difficult. I don't know if you're just like outright abused or what the heck happened. Because you're... Let me get some more cards here. You're shut down around it. You're just shut down around it. What are you? New job, career. You focus on your practical stuff. I like you. Someone likes you. Romance is blossoming. Fun, flirting, and want to date. Addiction. Codependency. Codependent, obsession, possession, controlling, has a block, restraint, and abundance. All right. Whew. Keep a positive mindset. Manifest exactly what you want. Gratitude and bliss. You may be somebody who had to recover entirely from codependency. And like, you're going to be the one group I'm going to go for. Can I get one more card? Because this person is your... I know I've like almost gone entirely quiet. That dealings with a man, it doesn't have to be a man that you're involved with, but you're very talking, interested, conversing more, awaited messages arrives, tech calls, email, and hovering. Okay, so group number 4. Well, somebody wants you, and they want you for more than just hookups. And you really are like, I don't care. All I want is a friends with benefits situation. That's all I'm here for. That's the energy that I've got around here. Like, you're not giving your heart to anybody. Like you're just kind of, you're this person, the physical touch thing, and then the 6 of Cups. You're fine with the sexual aspect. You're fine with like, yeah, let's go. But you're not... Doubting card. Please don't hold whatever else somebody did against you, against this person who's coming in. They're a different person. Like, yes, there is that whole, if you don't repair it, you will repeat it. But you did the work. You repaired it. Like, here, let's get a romance angel. This is, as per usual, I should have known. I had 3 piles that, like, no spoilers for them, but, like, it wasn't like this. And then TikTok, like, that's divine timing. But I think this is somebody new, and I don't think you forgiving and learning. As you heal, oh, cheapers. Okay, let's get one more on this, and I'm going to shuffle for it. Yeah. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. If I sound like I'm sagging ever so slightly, I am. Like, this is, like, you're not... This is a good physical connection for you. This is a good physical connection, but, like, I'm not sure you're going to get this person your heart. I'm just not. Let me get one more card on this one, and 2, we'll get a leverage oracle as well. Jeepers. This could be the one you've already met, the romantic partner you seek. This could be a friend. This could be like somebody who knows you through work. You've got such a new job, career energy that, like, all you're really interested in focusing on is, like, your own personal life. You see yourself, like, you're like, hey, oh my goodness. The losses of the past are defining how you see the future. This person is a new human. You do not know them, I don't believe. Even though I've got this could be the one you've already met, the romantic partner you seek. You might have had your heart broken, and, like, it might have been an unrequited love situation where the person that you really, really wanted didn't want you back. And remember, that would be about them, not about you. I mean, everybody has their own work to do. That doesn't mean you're not lovable. It just means that person wasn't the right person for you. But in response to that, like, let's get a Lover's Oracle card. you only want the, you're happy with hookups. You're happy with, like, it's like, yeah, I'm not doing that. Look inside yourself. Examine what is causing you to feel this way. It's pain from the past. It's pain from the past. You'll connect with somebody physically, but you don't want to connect with people emotionally. Somebody does like you, they're like, they have admiration for you. They want more with you. And this is a difficult one, because group number 4, I just don't know that you're going to do it, man. And this person wants to give you their heart. Okay. Beware of what you are projecting, for the qualities you admire in one another are qualities you both possess. Equally so, the qualities you don't like, also your own reflection. If you keep telling yourself, I will never fall in love again, then, like, be careful. Because that's that look in a book energy. You're just being way too cold about this. You're not allowing yourself to, you've decided that you're the person in the tower and no one's going to reach you. It's possible that this is not a long-term relationship. It's possible that the person coming in for you is like you're a stage in your healing. This whole, your romantic life benefits as you forgive your parents. Here's something, like, I will share with you. Very recently I realized that my ex-husband has almost the exact same personality as my mom. And it actually caused me to resolve a lot of things, like both in seeing who my mom is, and then seeing, because my ex-husband is like legitimately almost certainly a sociopath. My mother is a narcissistic personality disorder. It's a difficult one, but like, you shut your energetic doors so hard. You just shut your energetic cards so hard. And you're not... Forgiveness. Stop focusing your energy on past events, for life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. Group number 4. This is a hard one, because of course I want everybody to have their divine partner and their divine pairing and their divine everything. But you decided to shut off some lights inside of you, rather than allow somebody to dim them or hurt them or damage them again. And what's a little bit difficult here is that, like, what's a little bit difficult here is, like, I see somebody wanting to give you everything and you saying no. You're fine with, and you haven't, like, this is hard. This is hard. This is hard. Can I get some more, please? Can I get some more? What's coming in love? Be careful. Be careful with this. Don't put yourself in this cold place. Don't give whoever hurt you. Yep, loss. Don't give a teacher. Learn the lessons from the past. Present power. You are the family. Oh, crap. The temple path, the sacred path, enjoy sun. Yeah, like, okay. All right, well, that's that story, I guess. The losses of the past, unfortunately. Unfortunately, you're still healing. And this person who's coming in, they are a past life connection, but you learned too many things from the losses of the past, and now you're just a tiny bit shut down around the idea of being in love. This is a wonderful, like, this is a good hookup. Physical touch, like, you'll have a really good time with this. What's coming in for you is, like, this person wants so much to fall in love with you, and you just, I don't think you let them. I don't think you let them. And the good thing about this is I don't see you having a lot of regrets on the other side of it. Like, you be careful. Be careful, group number 4. don't turn into a person you wouldn't have liked. Like, because this person, like, they keep wanting to bring you their love, and you're so clinical about it. Like, you're like, hey, yeah, passion only lasts 6 months to 2 years. Let's just have fun and then, you know, move on. And there's a little bit of a danger around, like, inhabiting that. Property, a property purchase or sale for many, but heed security concerns in any transactions. Remember, the Four of Wands can be a new home. This is not as much of a downer. Like, I had been having such a beautiful read all the way through. It's like, yay, yay, yay. And then I hit number 4 and it's like, oh, emotionally unavailable. That's what these cards are saying, is that, like, this person is, you're not, it's like it's too much of a risk. Love is in the air, a great time for commitment and taking relationships to the next level. This is a tough one, group number 4, and I'm sorry because I know I sound really, really hesitant. I kind of wasn't expecting it to be that much of a, like, oh, brake screeches. Like, you don't let them in. You're very happy with the idea of, like, yeah, let's have some sex. That'll be fun. Are you STD tested? Like, you're very, very clinical about it. It really is like you put barbed wire around your heart and nobody's getting to it any longer. Examine that as a response. Is that, like, don't give whoever hurt you so much that you think love is nothing but peril. Don't give them that much power. Don't give them that much power. Don't let them, like, take away such a beautiful area of your life. Look inside what is causing you to feel this way. This is a tough one. This one's a tougher one. The Sun, that's a card for healing. Man holding a heart. Archangel Uriel. Community. Walking away. Go to romance. Card of value. Okay, this is, like, I don't know how else to put this. Group number 4, everybody has stages in healing. Now, it is possible that this is a young love situation and that over the course of time, you'll simply grow in different directions. But what I have on this one is, like, this person, oh my God, they just want to give you their heart and you just want to be their friend. And you, like, you're fine with the friends with benefits thing. You're fine with the friends with benefit thing, but you're focusing on, like, I take care of me, I have my dreams, I have my pursuits, you're still healing, I guess. Look inside yourself, forgiveness, beware of what you are projecting, beware of what you are projecting. And the beware of what you're projecting is the very thing that hurt you enough that now you're just cold around the idea of love. Gaslighting, stalking. The very thing that caused all that damage is somebody who did not treat your love like a gift. Be careful. Don't be the reason somebody else has to heal, you know? And that does not mean you have to accept somebody's love if it's just not there for you. But make sure it's not there for you versus I'm afraid of it. Okay? This person is a friend of yours. This person, like, they're going to be known to you. If they're not already, it will be soon. I don't think that there's a lot that I can say that is going to, like, because I'm not sure you're willing to budge on this one. But you'll have a good time, you'll have fun. I don't think you really break their heart. Just make sure that you're very upfront about the, like, you know, this is the only, I'm not ready to give my heart to anybody. And by the way, if this isn't describing you, then, you know, it's not your pile. But the person here, they're too focused on security, they're too analytical around what connection is. They've reduced love to a chemical response. And you forget that you're shutting off magic in your heart when you do that. change for the better. I'm not positive you're going to receive it that way. So group number 4, like, I'm not trying to be a downer or anything, and like, you don't get your heart broken at all, like at all. So the hesitancy that you're feeling, like in everything that I'm saying, is like this person wants to be in love with you. They like you now. They want absolutely everything with you, but remember, you can make that choice. You can make that choice to be like, yeah, you know what? I explored romantic relationships. They did not serve me, so I'm not doing it any longer. I'm fine. Like, who doesn't want to have sex? So yay! But we're gonna be all safe and like you won't let this person move beyond the friend zone. Like, you're fine with the friends with benefits situation and that. And please, like, hear me. This person just, all they want to do is just love you. And I'm not positive that you'll let them. It may be a stage in healing. I don't think it's a rebound relationship because you're emotionally inaccessible in it. But you have a good physical time, and you have a lot of, like, you have a lot of fun together. You laugh a lot together. You don't get your heart broken. There is no emotional pain. It's just that you are a little unreachable. You've got a shell around your heart. And I don't think anything that I can say in this particular reading is actually going to make you reconsider that. I think that you're not... It is okay if you've moved beyond that and you're like, no, I tried that. I don't... It's not a priority for me. It really is. Like, the divine's not going to be ashamed or, like, disappointed, or... It's just a little sad because, like, you could have everything. Maybe not with this person. Like, maybe not with this person. It looks to me like this person would give you absolutely every part of them if you would let them, but that you won't. And that there's literally nothing I can say other than remember, that's a sign that you're still healing. Mystic Star, harmony in the home, and great friendships. Friends with benefits, it's your choice. It has nothing to do with what they want. They would love to, like, think about, like, riding into the sunset and growing old with you. And you, like, if you ever had that dream, like, you decided that, you know what, it's not a dream that I'm going to invest any energy in. And please remember that does close off a part of life that is very, very delightful. It is not necessary in life, but please make sure that you understand what it means. Which is achievement, win the award, accolade, or contract. You're just so money focused. You're so focused on work. You're so focused on your own achievement. You were let down by love in the past, and now, like, you have made yourself inaccessible to it. And will that change? That's going to be up to you. Remember, if you don't like the outcome in a reading, you can change it by making different choices. But you have somebody who's super duper into you. You have a great physical connection, and as near as I can tell, group number 4, like, you're fine with it being that, but you're going to keep your heart good and safe, and you have a good time, and then you send that person packing. And I don't think that there's anything that I can say that will cause you to change your mind, but please remember that maybe that means that there's a little bit more to heal. Love, just because it bit you or burned you or, like, you know, nearly skinned you alive, doesn't mean that love is bad. It just means that the person who hurt you in the past was there to teach you a lesson. Learn your lessons, but don't harden your heart against connection. I genuinely don't think that there's anything I can say to, like, you're not going to let that person in. But have a good time with it. Have a good time with it, and like hopefully they'll heal in the aftermath. You're just a little emotionally inaccessible to this one, and that's okay. That's okay. Not every relationship needs to be fallen in love and, you know, soulmates and riding off into the sunset. It made me a little sad for you, group number 4, simply because, as near as I can tell, there was a part of you that used to believe, and you don't, simply because somebody hurt you so badly. And, like, that's, like, don't let them transform you like that. Reclaim yourself. You're a wonderful human being, and they were a jerk. And don't harden your heart to love. just so that you never get hurt again, because that also means you don't fall in love again, and it's worth it to fall in love. Okay, so group number 4, that was a slightly difficult one, but you know, hey, they're not always going to be, you know, soulmates and divine pairing and riding off into the sunset. It's just, remember, that could still come to you if you would let it. It's just, it looks like you've got a padlock on that door. And that's okay if you make that choice. The divine will never force the issue. But you do have, like, possibilities trying to come into your life. Don't reject it just because it resembles something that burned you in the past. And try to remember, like, the person who's trying to love you, they, I guess, just be super duper honest about what you don't want. Okay? Just be super duper honest about it. And you wouldn't lie, but like, just kind of reiterate over and over again that wish. Your heart's desire is ready to come true with luck. You are right to be strong and optimistic about the opportunities ahead. You direct all of your energy into stability, security, finances, work, and keeping yourself safe from others. And like you have great sex with this person. You have a really, 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 really good time with this person. But as near as I can tell, like you don't drop your guard and you don't let yourself fall in love with them. And you know, open that door back up. Open that door back up, or at least consider it, because that's closing off a big area of life, and it's out of a fear-based place, and like that's not, you know, that's not going to serve you going forward. It will limit your experience slightly. It doesn't mean you have to come back or anything. It's just allow yourself to have real love. Allow yourself to have real love. Take care. Be well.